Hello everyone, I wanted to make a video covering the new Lucky Pants exotic buff and its combination with Last Word. I've seen a lot of YouTubers cover the subject when they test a lot of different hand cannons with Lucky Pants. I've seen them test stuff like Ariana's Vow and Crimson, and whenever they test the Last Word, I've seen them use it incorrectly, to put it lightly. And I wanted to make a video covering how I use Last Word, and I think with this information we can bring out the best potential in Last Word. First, I want to go over Lucky Pants and its current bugged state. Right now, whenever you have an energy hand cannon equipped that is not of your equipped subclass, let's say you're using an arc hand cannon with a solar subclass, which is typically what I've been doing recently. Whenever you switch off that energy hand cannon, it will still proc the out of luck debuff, as you see here. This is important because if you switch from your heavy weapon to your energy weapon, you then have to wait until the out of luck debuff finally goes away, which can be a real hassle if you're trying to use Last Word and another hand cannon at the same time. In the videos that I'm showing here, you can see that I still use a hand cannon as my energy weapon, and it's simply because I've kind of gotten used to it, but it would be really helpful if Bungie would fix this bug. Please, Bungie, fix this. Anyway, with that being covered, first off, the most important thing is that you need to be firing as soon as you pull out the Last Word. Regardless if you're coming from your energy weapon or your heavy weapon, as soon as you switch from that weapon to the Last Word needs to be firing. What I do for this is I'll aim before switching to Last Word. So you'll see in some of the videos I have here that I'll use a machine gun a lot of the time and then go to Last Word. And I'll typically try to be aiming at my target before I switch to it, so I can immediately start firing. This is important because you want to get through that first magazine as soon as possible, because that first magazine doesn't do a whole lot of damage. What you're trying to do is build up the buff so you can get to the second magazine and do as much damage with that. And getting to the second magazine is very important, and the only way to really do that is with the illegally modded holster buff. In order to take advantage of that buff, you need to be firing as soon as you switch to it. You'll see a lot of YouTubers, when they test this hand cannon, they'll pull out the Last Word, wait maybe a second, maybe 2 seconds, and then they'll start firing. And typically how they'll reload this weapon is by dodging, and that's typically the fastest way to reload the weapon. But by dodging after the illegally modded holster buff has disappeared, the ready speed of the Last Word is much slower, keeping you from being able to get through the entirety of the second magazine and losing out on damage. Most of the time when you wait a few seconds before firing after switching to the Last Word for the first time, at the end of the second magazine, you'll miss out on 3 or 4 rounds. So if you're able to dodge and reload and ready the hand cannon with the illegally modded holster buff, you can immediately start shooting and get all 8 rounds of the second magazine out with the damage booster on. This means that after you get to the 10 times buff in the second magazine, you're going to have at least 6 rounds of 10 times the damage boost on that hand cannon, and it's very powerful. So this is how I've used it, and I've yet to have seen a YouTuber correctly use this before, and I wanted to go ahead and cover this to show how that works. So thanks for taking a look at my video, and have fun.